My name is Yong Chul Jang from Chungnam National University from South Korea, and I'll be talking about recycling system and material flow analysis of mercury-containing fluorescent lamps in South Korea. And this is just kind of overview of how to recycle fluorescent lamp in South Korea. So, but I don't have a lot of technical aspect, but just like Professor earlier, kind of social system that I'm going to talk about today. So I'm going to start with the introduction, and then we do have extended producer responsibility system of fluorescence lamp, and then I'll be talking about material flow analysis of fluorescence lamp and current issues, and I'll summarize my presentation today. So the lamps, every year about 4 billion units manufactured and then put on the market. And here, as you can see, we have 4 billion markets here, but it will continue increase. And then this blue one has this is a LED lamp. So a lot of new LED lamp replaced with all the usually mercury-containing lamp nowadays, and up to like until 2020, it will keep going up, and then after 5 billions units per year. So because of this, all the popular LED lamps are being sold and then put into the market. But I'll be talking about not the LED lamp. I'll be talking about fluorescence lamp that still we use. And the fluorescence lamp, usually many different fluorescence lamp, not just only straight lamp. It is a compact type, a linear type, and then metal halide lamp. On the street, you will see a big street lamp. So, but it has some amount of mercury in it, in each lamp, as you can see. But usually, like a sodium vapor and metal halide and mercury vapor lamp has high mercury content. But in household, compact fluorescent lamp and straight or linear fluorescent lamp has 10 milligram or up to 50 milligram of mercury in it. So why do you care about this mercury lamp? Because of mercury. Mercury, as you know, this is very toxic, heavy elements, and also this mercury, once emitted to the air, that mercury usually deposited by rain and coming to the water system or aquatic system or solar system, and it will be persistent and maybe accumulate in ecosystem. It will contain, I mean, it will just stay for a longer time. So it will cause negative effects on the human health and the environment. So that's why this is not just stay very longer time, and by food chain, the concentration will just keep going up and up. So in 2013, in the world community has come up with some kind of a international conventions. We call it Minamata Convention on Mercury. So right now it's about 128 countries signed, and 12 countries were ratified. So I think maybe for the next 1 and 2 years, this convention will be in place. And so I think every country right now kind of preparing how to deal with these international mercury conventions right now. So this is just one mercury metal that world community try to draw attention how to control, how to reduce all the release to the environment. So this is going to be a very important conventions for the next few years. And what about the lamp also will be affected by this mercury convention. As you can see, fluorescence, a compact fluorescence lamp, and linear and high pressure mercury vapor lamp that has some amount of mercury, as I said. After 2020, all these mercuries will be phased out. That means, you know, we can use this mercury lamp, but there is a certain limit. Like for example, linear and the compact fluorescence lamp shouldn't be greater than 5 milligram per liter, 5 milligram per unit. So right now it's about 10 milligram or 7 or 8, but not less than 5. So after 2020, a lot of mercury lamp will have very small amount of mercury. So, but I think because of an LED lamp, these lamp maybe will be gone. So, but still, we need to take care of all the fluorescence lamp, right? So, let me explain the how to recycle fluorescence lamp in Korea. And in 2003, so it's more than 10 years, we introduced extended producer responsibility, just like in Europe. The producers more involved in recycling system, taking care of their product, not just by selling. They have to make sure that they get take back and recycle and put into the resource reuse. We do have only 4 recycling target lamp. One is linear one and round type and U-shape, and this is also compact lamp. So we have only 4 lamp. But as I said, the other like a metal halide and just huge street lamp, we don't have recycling target item. So, and also the each year we set up some kind of recycling target rates based on the market share, and the producer make sure that they have to recycle and then extract the treat it or the used lamp. And this is a kind of a big overview. As you can see, this is Ministry of Environment. They set up the target rate, and then there is one Korea Light Recycling Cooperative, and then they have some kind of producer, and this kind of producer responsibility organization, and they paid a certain amount of money from producer, and then they run this recycle system, and they paying the some recycling fee to the recyclers. And there is a household sector and industrial sector, and here usually for household, going to the collection point, which I'll show you some pictures later on, and then they send it to the recycler. And some industrial sector, they just transport to the recyclers by paying disposal fee in this system. So this is some kind of a big overview of how to recycle the used fluorescence lamp in Korea. And here, near apartment complex, near house, you see here, this is a battery, but this is a fluorescence lamp. As you can see, 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 different types of fluorescence lamp. And people make sure that they can, they can see. And this is straight fluorescence lamp. They can dispose and then circle one, and then sometimes you have a big piles of fluorescence lamp, as you can see here. And also you see, of course, this is very easily can be broken, so you can see there's some broken lamp inside the box. And there was about a year ago, there was a news, there is a TV news saying the recyclers do not properly recycle these mercury fluorescence lamp, and sometimes your mercury is going to the everywhere in the environment. Maybe this amounts much larger than the combustion or incinerators that they burn. So what they're saying is mercury is more higher risk than some combustion, coal combustion facility or incinerator. So there was an issue. So as you can see here, there are big piles of fluorescence lamp. They are waiting for disposal lamp, because Korea MOE, okay, stop operation. You make sure if you are not properly treated this fluorescence lamp, you can do recycle. So all the local municipalities have to wait until everything is settled. So they piled all the fluorescence here. And so right now we do have three different sites. Three different sites has, this is an hour per 5,000 units. So for day you can treat about let's say 8 hours. That means 40,000 fluorescent tubes you can treat, and usually each site usually has that capacity. And so if have 40,000 unit per day and 5 days per week, and 250 days, you can come up with some certain amount of money. And all the recycling technology coming from the Europe. And another 3 recycling facilities will be operating soon in 2015. So we have about 6 different fluorescence lamp recycling facilities next year. And this is just a general recycling process. They are just anti-cutting process, and all the just the physical sorting and glass and aluminum and shredding, and then there is inside there is a powder, so powder collections, and also mercury. Mercury easily evaporate by high temperature, so they the mercury will be collected by heating, and then they get carbon filter and to recover some mercury in that system. So this is just a quick overview. So how much we recycle of mercury lamp in Korea? As you can see, Korea 2013 is there's 1,000 units. So we do have about 50 million, and so 42 million we recycle and then put in the markets, about 150 million. So about 30% collection rate, about 30% collection rate. And so we do have about roughly 50 million of fluorescence lamp we recycle. Okay, and so we manufactures about 150 million lamps are put on the market each year, and only 50 million are being collected. So where are the 100 million lamps? Where are they? So that's the kind of try to find some quantification of floors and stocks of fluorescence lamp by using mature flow analysis. So this is just general one, and we just only focus on this low pressure discharging lamp, not just so like 4 different types that we have only statistics. So we focus on that low pressure discharging lamp, and product manufacturers use collections and recycling. This is the system boundary, and this time boundary is 2013. So we use statistics, and from import, some lamps are imported from other country, especially from China, and productions and use, after use, collections, recycle, and disposal. So these are some statistics we use, and from literature review and some field survey we collected to draw this mature flow analysis. And this is some statistic from collections. And also, so how long we use the fluorescence lamp also important to determine how much fluorescence lamp are being produced. So about 3.5 years we use. So this is the 3.5 years, and also the survey where I live. There's a Daejeon metropolitan city. We surveyed, and usually people disposed fluorescence lamp in collection box about 84%, and still about 10% put into the plastic bag and the disposal bag, and only 0.3% take back to stores. So this is some survey that we done, and then based on this, this is units 1,000, so about 3 million and 1.4, and as you can see, 36 million are being collected from collection boxes from household sectors and some other. So using this information, also the as I said, let's say 4 years lifetime. So you have 1 million fluorescence lamp are being placed. So since you have 4 years lifetime, so after 4 years, so 2015, all these will be generated as a waste. So this is just a simple concept, but we use a 3.5 lifetime period. So using that concept, and also we visited recycling facility, and what are the final products after recycling. So usually glasses, because the fluorescence lamp has high glass content, and plastic, aluminum, powder, but mercury is a very small amount, but I didn't put it here. But so usually this is actual result. This is our estimated result. So as you can see, it's kind of very close to each other based on this material flow analysis. And here, this is just a big material flow analysis about 100 million units of new fluorescence lamp are being imported here. And we also manufactured about 45 million units are manufactured in Korea. And so total it come up with about 150 million tubes fluorescence lamp. And then out of that, about 42 millions are going to the municipal waste collection system, and then 32 million unit collection boxes, and then recycle here, as you can see. And then one thing is, as you can see here, this is a household sector, but also industrial sector, we only collected 5 million out of this. So what that means, industrial sectors include industry and commercial buildings, hotels, and many different types, and other than just household. So these one also are huge factors, but this one is not properly managed, but not collected a lot from this sector. So this is kind of a hidden flow right now. So for now, Korea Ministry of Environment trying to look at how to improve these collections. Maybe providing some management guidelines and regulations, things like that. So try to looking at. Okay, so current issues of labs. As I said, still fluorescence lamps are disposed in broken shape. So what that means is some mercury may be contaminated in this area, may be exposed to the people. So there's some, and also some mixed waste can cause some additional cost and labor force. And as I said, based on this household sector, or the recycle, maybe collection rate is a better term. So maybe collection rate is about 74% out of household sector, but industrial sector is only very small, 6%. So industrial sectors, as I said, is relatively low compared to the household sector collection rate. So we try to looking at that, and also so it has mercury has a high transport cost. So this is also a long distance from local municipality to the recycling facility. So that's why we kind of having a more recycling facility and also proper treatments. So and as I said, mercury issue, mercury concentrations in recovered materials sometimes reaching concentration greater than 0.005 milligram per liter. So right now there is no regulation on mercury concentration in recovery materials. So I think that this year Korea MOE try to make some kind of regulation on these mercury limits for recovery materials right now. And also the workplace safety issues. There is a safety issues, so we try to working on that right now. And some new introduced recycling technology was modified, so new technology we need to put it. And finally, I'm gonna talk about some future direction and summarize. For short term, as I said, more industrial sectors, we need to establish some effective collection system, and also the more installations for collection box in residential area, more strict recycling guideline for recycling facility. And then in the long term, maybe in Europe already they do have some LED lamp in the EPR system, but we don't have LED lamp in the EPR system. So we're kind of, in the long term, we're going to include LED lamp in the EPR system. And also all the industrial waste restoration system, we need to include that. And then, because LED lamp has very longer lifetime, so I think maybe after 5 years, 5 or 6 years later, all the LED lamp will be generated or be produced as a waste stream. So we need to take a look at. We need to consider that. As I said, here is all the LED cell scale is going to be a huge market. So but lifetime is much higher than conventional fluorescence lamp. Okay, I think that this is last slide. As I said, some EU countries already implement LED recycling, and LED is going to be a big important. But for now, mercury still is a issue, and because of Minamata conventions, you make sure that mercury should be properly recovered and properly treated, and they have to. Each country has to have some proper system for the mercury treatment. I think that that's it. Thanks for your attention. If you have any questions, thank you.
We have time for 1 or 2 questions, and then I think we will shift one speaker from the next section to here. Otherwise, we have more than an hour for tea time. Okay? Any question from the floor? Any question from the floor?
Sure.
One question. So
Sure.
in Korea, how to fix the final products or
How to fix?
Yeah, how to fix. So
I mean the recycling target, right? Oh, we have every 5 years we have a long-term target.
so you in the recycling facility, you have to fix the market. So it's a metallic market or the other compounds.
Element mercury. Yeah, they usually just use a carbon filter to capture all the mercury in the carbon. Carbon filter, and then they. Okay. They use a carbon filter, heating up all the mercury, and then cool down, and then they extract the mercury out of that recycling process. This is not just very fancy and very highly technical, just heating and capture and recovery. That's it. Okay. Any other question?
Another question. Why is only going to the domestic market for the recycling in Korea? And you find that the commercial sector, in fact, generate a lot of these fluorescent lamps. Is there any reason behind it? Commercial sector only got 6% recycling.
Right. But because for the household sectors, we do have some in any other countries. We do have some good cooperation, co-relationship between municipality and maybe Korea APA. There is some collection system, household sectors and local municipality. But industrial sector or commercial, for example, this is a hotel, big hotel. They change lamps, but they don't know how to do it. So every year they accumulate and they just dumped it because they don't care. But for the local residents, they do have some collection boxes they can dispose. There are proper guidelines for that. But it's commercial buildings, all the industry, they don't have a very specific goal. For example, in my college or in your university, I'm not sure how recycle, how to collect all the lamps, how to treat. So this is not just only household sector, everywhere. So we need to have some proper guideline and management guideline in how to dispose, how to treat, how to collect. So.